My 11:30 appointment is here. It's a Scottish Terrier, and her name is Annie, and we're going to start off with her bath. If their hair is in pretty good shape, I like to start off with the baths before I cut their hair. If their hair is matted, I'll have to shave it first, then wash them, then cut it again, but her hair is in good shape. We're going to start off with shampoo, and then she's going to get conditioner also. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make sure her beard is nice and clean. I just expressed her anal glands. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it. I don't do it to everybody. I just do it to the dogs that the owners ask me to. I make sure you get that beard nice and clean, because the beards, they drip into everything and they can really look greasy if you don't load them up with shampoo. My little dog is going to hang out with us while I groom this Scotty. She's almost dry, but first I have to stop a minute and show you my coffee mug. I can make mugs with the dog's grooming day picture on them. This one's for Easter. This is my little dog. He's a Shih Tzu Corgi mix, and he has bunny ears. And I can put the dog's name right there. This is just an example of one of the mugs that I can make for my customers. If your mother wants one, we can take your picture today, okay? Her mother likes to trim the tail herself, so I'm just going to brush it out and leave it alone. I think he wants out, but he's not getting out. He's got to hang out with me. There you go. Go lay down in your little spot there. He's got a big cushy pillow. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spray her skirt with some conditioning spray, and then I'm going to brush it out. It's in pretty good shape. Her mother made her appointment last time she was here, so she's not overdue. She is right on schedule. I don't know, she did 6 weeks maybe, something like that. So I use my slicker brush to brush her skirt out. Got to keep my fan blowing on her to help it dry. She's very good for brushing. At least she always has been up until right now. Never know if they're having a bad day. I'm going to go ahead and use my dematting tool. It's like little razors, and it just cuts through any tangles. I always thin out the underarms a little bit if they have a skirt, just because if you can think, their arms are always rubbing here, and they always end up with mats under their arms, and she always does. And they feel pretty good today. So I'm just going to thin it out. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever see it. I'm going to use my chunkers. Take a little bit of that out under there. Just going to shave out the pads of her feet with a 30 blade. Scotties grow hair in the pads of their feet, and as you can imagine, they can get really furry and dirty. So we want to keep this all shaved out. I'm working my way around to her head, shaving the backs of her ears with a 10 blade. That's really short. The front, tips, and the inside of the back ears is all going to be short. I'm actually going to change to my 30 blade, the inside of the back ears, so I can get it really short. There. Put my glasses on. Now we're going to leave hair on the front of her ears, so we're just going to take this off the bottom. That way, they're called tufts. That way she'll have her tufts on the front of the ear, and this back here we're just going to trim short. Using my finger as a guide so I don't cut her ear. I can see the ear leather is right there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and brush her beard out. Her beard's in really good shape. Brushing right out, no tangles. That's what happens when you stay on a schedule. Tell your mother, good job, thank you very much. I don't like pulling on tangles. And I don't brush out mats. I cut them out so they get a much better haircut if there's no tangles in them. Whoop, spoke too soon, but that's okay. I'm going to use my little dematting tool, and it's just a little tangle, and it'll come right out. Right there. There we go. Good girl. She's very good for everything. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and trim her ears up. Get my comb. Put on my glasses. She is almost ready. So what I like to do when I'm done grooming the dog is I go over them one more time to make sure that there's no hairs out of place. I'm just going to check her feet, check underneath. Wait, let me get my scissors. Make sure her skirt is even under here. You gotta always bend over and check under here, because if you don't actually bend over, you're probably going to leave some hairs sticking out. All right. I'm going to take my 7 skip tooth blade and just skim off any scraggly hairs that are left. Make sure she doesn't have a puffy skirt. Nobody likes a puffy skirt. Blending it all in. Make sure her butt is nice and even. Now remember, her mother doesn't want the tail trimmed, so I'm just leaving that for her. I apparently don't do it right. That's okay, but I'm just saying. Coming around to this side. They can always have hairs that pop out later. I mean, because they get tucked up. They get tucked up between the toes, and they get tucked up between hairs. They just get tucked up. So, I always like to double check everything one more time. Looks good to me. All her nails are trimmed. I just have to clean her ears, and then I'm going to dress her up in a handmade tie-on dog bandana. She's ready. I'm going to spray on some conditioner. Wipe her down with a fragrance-free baby wipe that I just dropped on the floor. Make her nice and shiny, and wipe off all those loose hairs. And get some water and wipe her face off. So I sell dog bandanas. I have a dog bandana shop. I'm open on Sundays for walk-in nail trims. And bandanas, bows, all that fun stuff. And I had some Valentine's Day bandanas left over. So guess what she's getting today for free? Look how cute this is. Do you like that? Do you want to be pretty? I think she wants to be pretty. It says Cupid. And it's reversible if her mother doesn't like Cupid. But I think she will. Okay, this just ties on, and it has a curved neckline. so it doesn't flip up or fit weirdly. Fit weirdly? Yeah. There you go. Tell everybody thanks for watching. Scottish Terrier ready to go. There we go.